Hi everyone, this is Brenton from Grant Sheds again. Today I'm here with Anthony Nicholls, otherwise known as Mario. Mario, can you tell us a little bit about your shed?
Yeah, I've been involved in several Grant sheds and been recommended in a few from several mates over the years, and yeah, I bought a shed off you last year and all good.
You've bought the one shed recently?
In our family business, we bought the one shed off you. My brothers bought a shed pretty well identical to the one that we got off you recently. Known about your product for a long time through mates and whatnot, and your products are good, like they're well built, especially go together easy from what I can see. And up home, I think, like Mildy was saying, you can buy a shed and actually get someone to come and put it up and get it put up in the good people, get put up in a good time frame, and the product's all there and it's good. Simple as that. Every shed that I've looked at is a Grant shed. That is a Grant shed, is a good shed. We've actually got several on the property that have been there long before we ever come to the place. There's several mouth-proof barns and a few of the older designs that would have been probably the grandfather's design. And those sheds will be past your 50-year guarantee now, and there's nothing wrong with them, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So, product's good, and like I said, you can get them put up. You could buy other brands of sheds and struggle to find someone to put them up home, or it'd cost you a fortune, or you'd have to do it yourself. And we haven't got the time to do it ourselves. I built myself a shed myself probably 12, 14 years ago, built it from scratch, and it took me about 3 or 4 months to build it, like obviously not full time because you've got other things to do, and I'll never do that again. That was a 120 by 40 shed, a big one. It's a good shed, but you're better off buying it. I'm better off doing what I'm good at doing with my time and getting you guys to do what you're good with your time.
That's right. Yeah.
As simple as that.
Just makes sense. It's a smart and efficient time, isn't it?
Well, it is, and that's the shed that we got off you recently. That was up and done in a week and a half. Gone. So, yeah.
Yep. And the speed that the builders are able to do a shed sort of proves what the quality of the product is, knowing that a lot of the work is done for them already, doesn't it?
Yep. And that's right. The shed turns up. It's all there. Like Steve turns up, he's got all the good gear to do it, puts it up, and he's a good bloke to have around. Obviously that's why we're back up here now, experiencing a bit of your hospitality up here.
Yeah.
It's been good.
Holidaying here in the Riverland with Steve.
Yep.
Brought the family up, and several families for that matter.
Yep, and borrowed your ski boat.
Yeah,
today.
been out in the river, having a good time.
So it's been good.
That's fantastic.
So
what went through your mind when planning out a shed? What was the criteria? What did you have to fit in there? And what made the design?
the criteria, the planning for my shed really come about a lot by looking at the shed my brother got built a few years ago, which you guys supplied, which was pretty well identical to mine. Michael's shed was a 90 by 50 by, 5.1, 17 feet clear.
Yep.
I wanted something the same as that, end opening shed. But looking at his shed, I decided that I wanted sliding doors on the front of mine, because a big tall clearance shed facing into the sun, like a lot of the machinery only sits in the sun for, the first third or first half of the day.
Yep.
So I thought sliding doors would be the go, and I reckon it is good. You can actually, I've got a header back in that shed at the moment, or yes, back in, and the windscreen of the shed is right at the door, and it's in total darkness.
Yep.
So you're utilising the full shed availability, I reckon, with the doors on the front of it.
Yep. So yours was a 50 by 90, isn't it?
No, mine's a 100 by 50.
100 by 50?
Yeah, by, or I say 5.1 metres high.
5.1 or 17 feet.
Yeah, 17 foot clearance.
Yep. Now we've got the 4 doors on yours, on the...
Yeah, 4 doors on the front,
end.
and 2 PA doors, which... I don't think we needed personal access doors, not 2 of them, but the rules and regulations
more
state
of
that
a council thing. Yeah.
That's not something that it's something we were probably forced to buy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There's no way around it, and that's life.
And you've also got the outriggers. on there?
Yes. I initially wanted to go with just outriggers on one side, but talking to Steve about it, he said get outriggers on both sides so that you can move the whole lot. And it would have been a combination of talking to you guys and Steve, and I reckon I changed my shed plans once or twice as we went along, because I think once you come up with an idea and get the ball rolling and start thinking about what you're doing, your idea evolves into a better idea.
Step back, look at it again,
Yeah.
peg it out, that sort of thing, see what happens.
And that's basically where I ended up with it in the design of what I wanted. I've sort of built it with the plan maybe one day to put something similar right alongside of it with, say, 10 metres between the two sheds and fill the gap with a lean-to.
Yep.
If I built another identical shed, well, I'm sure you guys could rig up something in the way of a lean-to
Oh, we can do just about anything
in
then.
the middle, and that would give me one big shed.
Yep.
So that's about where we're at this stage. I think we've probably got too many sheds home now, but I think if we're going to build another shed, I'm going to start selling farm machinery, have a clearance sale. But yeah, you can never have enough sheds.
Yeah, and the equipment's not getting smaller, is it?
No, that's right. I don't know where it's all going to end myself, but no, that's about where it is.
It's hard to imagine headers and the likes getting any bigger, isn't it? But
I can't see headers getting any taller because the power lines are going to have to go up as well.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
But the combs are huge and that sort of thing, aren't
Yeah.
they? So what sort of equipment do you have in there now?
That shed there is full of sort of harvest machinery's in there. That one, my brother's shed that you guys put up, Steve put up, what was that, 5 years ago, that's got seeding machinery in it. So my long-term plan with my shed is to put a concrete floor through it. And then if we get a year where we've got a store going on farm, you can buy those concrete walls,
Yep, some concrete panels too.
concrete panels and store grain in it.
Yep.
And that's why mine's become the header shed, if you know what I mean, like, because all the harvest gear will be out in the paddock and the shed will be empty, we might be able to put grain in it.
Yep.
That's the long-term thing, but to put a floor in a shed like that is going to probably, it's getting up the cost and near as much as what the shed's worth.
Concrete's not cheap.
It's a big expense, and Seduna's got some of the dearest concrete in Australia.
Probably just because they can.
Oh, well, that's just because of where we are.
Transport and logistics.
Yeah. Anyway, so...
That's the way it goes. That's part of life. Service-wise, how have you found the Grant Shed staff?
Good.
Being contacted.
Yeah, that's right. Ring you guys up, and no, you guys are onto it. It's good. So,
always there, always getting answers when you need it, and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I probably never rang at 3 o'clock in the morning or anything like that. But
that I won't be there for.
No. No. Your product has got a good name, and like Moody was saying, I think if you're going to spend the money, spend it once and do it right. Get a good product.
Yep.
Now, when you look around in the shed, I've looked at a lot of sheds over the years. There's a lot of sheds that are good sheds. Don't get me wrong, and you guys would know that. But yeah, yours is a really good product, and South Australian made.
Yep. And as we said earlier, you can tell the quality of the product by the speed that it's put up, can't you?
Yes.
If the builders are able to get in and out in a matter of days, not weeks or months, then you know the quality is good, that all the work is done for them, essentially. In our sheds, we've done purlins are punched,
all pre-punched.
braces are pressed, punched.
That is a big thing. I've seen sheds built, around town in Seduna where basically you just see a shed turn up in the truck and it looks like they bought it straight out of a steel yard in Adelaide. They've bundled a C-section.
Yep.
So the shed builder's got to go around and pre-drill all the C-section or the Z-bar or whatever. They've actually got to make everything from scratch.
Yeah.
I personally don't think that, well, that's cost you a lot of money to get a shed put up like that.
Yeah.
And
It might make
those products never look professional.
Yeah, that's right. It might look the product cheap initially, like it was a good purchase,
Well,
but when you realise how much extra work is needed in it, then you think, yeah, maybe not.
So that's one thing that I look at in sheds is how easy and how well it's made, and all those things that we've said, like everything's pre-punched and it does bolt together.
Yep.
Without any extra drilling or any fitting like that.
Yeah.
So,
And when a builder that is building sheds for over 20 years, when they can say without a doubt, they endorse one or two products only, and that ours is one of them. They know their stuff.
The builder recommends your product.
Yeah.
Simple as that. His recommendation is a big influence. Knowing the guy personally, his recommendation is a big influence on what ultimately what you're going to buy.
Yep, that's right.
I can't think of any other reason why you want to buy anything different myself.
Yep.
So
that's exactly right.
Yeah.
We've had testimonies before. We've had people say that they've looked at the cheap product and they've looked at ours, and we know that ours is not the cheapest on the market. And then that's sort of something we hold with pride, because we know that the quality and the product is up there with the best. So we've had people say, why would I ever think about doing something on the cheap ever again? Ultimately, it's going to cost them more money.
We've all personally probably bought cheap stuff in our life, whether it be shed, cars, power tools for your workshop or something like that, and it always comes back and bites you in the bum.
That's right. That's right.
I've been into Bunnings or places like that in Adelaide and seen $25 electric drills, and you buy it and you take it home and get in the first big job, and there's smoke coming out the back of it. If you had bought a Makita or something in the first place, you'd probably still have it 20 years later.
That's right. That's exactly right.
It's all relevant.
Again, with the quality of the product that we have, we're happy to offer now a 50-year structural guarantee with our sheds. So it shows the level of confidence that both we and the builders have in our product. So,
yep.
Thank you very much for coming on camera today.
No worries, Ben. No worries.
Thank you very much for your comments. Alright guys, thanks for watching again. This is Brenton from Grant Sheds. If you've got any questions, give us a call on 1800 088 528. Thanks for watching.